Hello, my name is J.H. Lee. This is Human Engineer video blog number 8. Title is Current Education System Has Failed. Well, then if so, why? If I ask that question, common response that I get is too many reasons, and they say where to start. Because there are too many complex issues. So we cannot give it up to find out why and a solution. Because everyone's future lies in education, even a nation. In order to find the fundamental cause and solution, we must look into the whole picture of what it is and why, which means the definition and the purpose. Of course, we need to ask that long before how to do it. So let's examine definition, what it is, and purpose and why. Then we must start asking, what is a human needs? In order to find a solution, we need to look into the historical cause and effect and how that evolved up to this far. In this video, I do not have enough time to cover solution, yet I can cover what it is and why it is and purpose of it. Human need number 1. Human potential can only actualize by learning, not by instinct like other animal, nor education. Well, then question is, what's the difference between education and learning? Education is a facilitate learning. What that means is it's helping the learning, make learning easier because the learning process is very, very complex. So therefore, we can bring all those potential of the human possess. But however, what is the learning? Learning is a distinctively individual things and will never stay same. It's always changing. That is what the misunderstanding we have. System we have is an educational system rather than we should call schooling. And also, not only that, this institution has a corporate culture mentality. What is a corporate culture? Because of that, they want cookie cutter production because the mass production is much cheaper and easier. Human cannot be a machine. Human cannot be a robot. And that is one of the biggest problems. Number 2, they have to measure the result because we cannot measure it, we cannot control it. So therefore, they wanted to have a result every 3 months. Short term, of course, learning cannot measure by that. Learning cannot doing it within those short term. It's rather very long term, and that is one of the problem. Number 2, measurable unit. They wanted to have a test score because they have to measurable unit. But human mind, can we measure that? Yes, we can measure quantity, but we cannot measure quality. We need to learn how to measure the quality, and we can able to agree the difference between quality. That is a misunderstanding number 1. Now, not only that, knowledge, test score does not make a mature human being, nor help to gain ability to think. We need to have this critical thinking, problem-solving skill that cannot gain through the knowledge. Now, human needs number 2. This is a study from Abraham Maslow's hierarchy of needs, one of the revolutionary study. As you see, through this, what we misunderstanding is growth is a natural direction of a life. It's a vitality of a life that does that. However, it has a different realm and a phase. In realm-wise, we do have a physical, mental, spiritual world. That part, we need to make it grow. The phase called, has a different stage. Number 1 is we must select a vocation for economic support. Without it, how are we going to bring the food on the table and turn the light on? However, next thing is we need to equip ourselves as I-ness, which means self-mastery. Number 3 is a fulfilling social logical needs. That phase, we need to go through it. One of the very important things we need to accomplish is a self-mastery. It is martial artist dream. So here is, I want to bring the Bible quotation from Proverbs chapter 16, verse 32. Better a patient man than a warrior. Wow. A man who controls his temper than one who takes a city. Yes, war hero is good, yet someone control his own emotion, own temper is better than war hero. Of course, this is always been interested and desire for any man, any human being. Now, human need number 3 is this quotation come from Art of Loving. The man of all age and culture is confronted with a solution of one and the same question. Of course, what he's saying is 2 things, yet those 2 are same. The question of how to overcome separateness, how to achieve union, love, how to transcend one's own individual life and find atonement. He used the wordplay at here. It's a salvation, it's an eternal life, but he used word at 1 month. At means place, 1 means together as a union, month is a condition. That's right. How we going to be together with the spiritual power, the God you may call it, that is always a human need, and that is same as union in this world with the love. And union with the God, that is a transcendence, that is you search the meaning. Humans are meaning-seeking animal. Human need number 4. Here's a quotation from the Thomas Jefferson. If nation expect to be ignorant and free, it expects what never was and never will be. How great quotation is. Thomas Jefferson is one of the founding fathers. He put the most effort into the establishing American public school system. Yes, that's his contribution. So it's a misunderstanding from the number 4 is everybody want to be happy, even Constitution says so. Yet no one can be happy without freedom. Then do we really know what is a freedom? I don't think so. So here is another study from Eric Fromm, Escape from Freedom. Being yourself and gain freedom means you are getting more alone. Yes, that is one of the most dreaded fear of a human has. And that's why he studied, because his life, he's from Germany. He escaped from Hitler. And that's why he asking the question, how human can do this? And that is a escape from freedom. That's his great study. This is a modern classic book. So now here's I want to bring this Tao Te Ching, chapter 71, Knowing the Disease. This is has such great insight. I like to a little more elaborate this chapter. To know and to think we do know is highest attainment. Not to know, but you think you know, it is pathetic. Pathology means study of a disease. Pathogenic is causing from the disease, and it is disease. That's what he's saying is a byung in Chinese word. Whom being aware of a disease, then able to preserve it from it. The master or sage has not this disease, because he knows disease that it's inseparable from it, and therefore he does not have it. This has this insight need to be a little more explanation, so I'm going to write it on the whiteboard. It's not admit and aware of a limitation will be a pathetic attitude. So let me explain in a little more detail. Okay, here is a little more elaboration of the Tao Te Ching chapter 71 because this has such great insight. Let's say this much is we know. It means this much. Beyond how far they can go, unlimited, we do not know. Okay, so we learn and know this much more. So that means this much again we do not know. What it means is more we know, we realize we do not know much more we don't know. That's bring the attitude of humbleness. Of course, when we're looking into this way, and I know you don't know, we may call you ignorant, or we could have looked down. But that's again, it's lack of a quality attitude. We should again humble how much we do not know. However, there's another area. Let's say another culture, a different country, they do have a different way of know, different culture. But how do we see these people? Since they are different, we have a prejudice. Since they are different, we have an enmity. This is the problem of the human attitude. This is a pathetic attitude. That's what he's saying. That is Pyang, which is a Chinese word. However, this whole world of the 21st century now is a globalization. It's globalized everywhere. We cannot just separate that. Not only that, if we look at the human history, the person or country or king has a prejudice. The other one always a cutthroat self. But whoever expand and tolerate and accept the other people even more different, and then those country, those era always grow. And that is what American did. Question is, can schooling system, not education system, facilitate all the learning of a human need? Answer is obviously no. Well, that is why I made it up to human engineer. This is the study for building a whole person. So thank you for watching this video. If you have any question, request, or any area you want me to cover, please contact me through the email, and I look forward to bring next video blog next week. Thank you.